In today's video, we are going to share everything you need to know about how to file a provisional patent. We're going to cover what a provisional patent is, why you might need one, and we're actually going to walk through a platform that's going to help get one up for you at a really affordable rate. Stick around at the end of the video to learn everything you need to know about how to file a provisional patent, and we'll actually go over some frequently asked questions at the end. Okay, so first let's cover what a provisional patent is. A provisional patent is a cheap and fast way to gain protection on your invention for a 12-month period. And this is going to allow you, the inventor, to have a couple iterations where you can test it out before you file your full patent. So basically, the provisional patent is the first step that you should take after creating your invention in order to protect it. And so what's great about this provisional patent is during that 12-month period, you can iterate and make a lot of different provisional patents that will help build your product into what you want it to become. And the reason you might want to do this is because it's a lot cheaper than filing that full patent that's going to cost you a lot of money. Now, the main reason why you want to file this provisional patent is obviously to protect your idea, but you also want to do it to prevent future arguments around your idea. So investors or future licensors are going to want to know why they should choose your patent over another patent. So to do this, you need to make sure that you have these steps in your patent. You want to make sure that you describe the problem that your patent is solving. Then you want to make sure to describe the solution, which is your invention, in clear detail while telling a story through your drawings. And obviously you want to make sure these are as comprehensive as possible. Step number 3 is to point out the novel features of your invention versus other inventions. You want to make it clear why your invention is different from your competitors. Step number 4 would be include variations and alternatives to broaden the scope. Step number 5 is to create a clear strategy around manufacturing and materials. Step number 6 is a detailed explanation of use and operation. And step number 7 is the anticipation of potential objections. Okay, so now that we know exactly what should be in your patent, let's walk through how to set one up. So we'll leave a link down below to the company that we're using today, which is called LegalZoom. LegalZoom is a great and really seamless platform that's going to get your provisional patent submitted. So go ahead and click on that link down below and we can follow along here together. So once you click on that link down below, it should bring you to this page where you can file your provisional patent application. So we're going to click start my application here in a second, and you'll see that the application starts at $199 plus filing fees. But before we do that, let's scroll down a little bit and see what LegalZoom has to offer. So here are some reasons why you would want to file your provisional patent that we just talked a little bit about earlier. You're going to want to get ahead of your competitors. You want to promote your invention as patent pending, and then you're going to want to secure a priority filing date. Okay, so we'll get this application started here in a second, but let's just understand what they do for us exactly. The application is going to start at $199, and then there's going to be some fees that will vary by entity type. If you scroll down, you'll see what LegalZoom is offering, which is a peace of mind review. They're going to make sure that you don't have any missing issues and discrepancies. This is really important, and it's always good to have a professional look over your work. They're going to do a really good job of this. Illustration formatting. They're actually going to digitize your drawings and make sure that color is added where it needs to be. And then lastly, they're going to file your application for you at the US Patent and Trademark Office. Okay, so let's go ahead and click get started and we can see what the application process looks like. Okay, so first it's going to ask you for a brief description here of your invention. So let's just say for the sake of this video that I'm creating a software. And if we scroll down, we can go ahead and select our patent information. So you have to understand whether the following statements apply to your invention. And here are the 4 statements. The invention was publicly used anywhere in the world. The invention was offered for sale anywhere in the world. The invention was patented anywhere in the world. The invention was described in a printed publication or was available to the public anywhere in the world. So once you've decided for your specific invention, if that's the case, go ahead and select yes or no. Go ahead and click continue after that. Next, you're going to have to choose the reason for patent protection. And here you're going to check all that apply. So I'll go ahead and do this briefly here. Once you're finished with that, go ahead and click continue. Now it's going to ask you about inventorship. Did you invent alone or with others? I'll select I invented alone. And then you'll have to select whether the invention was made under a government contract. Once you're finished, go ahead and click continue. Next, you have to select the type of invention here. Once you're finished with that, go ahead and click continue. And then it's just going to give you a little disclaimer here that they've created a detailed example for you. Go ahead and click continue. Okay, so here you're going to put the purpose of your invention. I selected a method or process, so I'll go ahead and enter the proper information here. Once you finish with that, go ahead and click continue. Now it's going to bring you to the page where it's going to ask you how your invention is an improvement. You're going to want to enter that information here. And it has a couple other questions. Go ahead and fill these out now. Once you're finished with that, go ahead and click continue. Now you're going to want to list out the individual steps that make up your invention here. So if you have more than one step, you can add it here. Next, it'll ask you here the relationship between the components. Go ahead and enter this information. Then it'll have one more question on the next page about this. When you're finished with that, go ahead and click continue. Next, it wants to know how your invention works. So go ahead and enter that information here. Next, it'll ask you how to make the invention, and it has a couple questions here. After that, it'll ask you how to use the invention, and it has 2 questions here. The next page is about other invention uses. You can go ahead and answer this one here, and one more other invention uses here. Okay, now you're going to enter your inventor information. So enter the first and last name here, and it wants to know the residence of the inventor. Go ahead and enter your address here. So depending on what type of invention you have, have, the process is going to look a little bit different for each type. So whether you have a software, method of process, or something else, your screen might look a little bit different. So just know that you'll have different steps. Now there's a couple things that's going to ask you to improve the quality of your application. These are just add-ons for $399 and $299. They're going to help you search for potential conflicts, and you can go ahead and add that if you like. Also, you can ask a professional to draw up your illustrations for that $399 price point. Next, you'll have to sign this patent firm agreement. Go ahead and enter your full name here at the bottom. The next section is to determine your filing status and fees. Go ahead and answer all these questions here. Okay, so now it'll bring you to this page that says, congratulations, we have everything to get started. Once you're finished with that, go ahead and click continue. Okay, so now that we're at the final stage here, we can review our package. Also, what's really cool is they have their number up here, so give them a call if you have any questions about this. They have a great customer service team. So you'll see for $199 plus that $60 micro entity fee, it's a total of $259. And then you can decide to choose standard shipping or 2-day or overnight. Once you're finished with all that, go ahead and click continue. Then it's going to ask you to enter in your contact information here. I'll go ahead and do that now. Enter your mobile number here to get updated information, and then go ahead and enter your payment information. Okay, so once you've finished all that, you can go ahead and click agree and place order. And that's the whole process for how to set up your provisional patent application for a super affordable price with LegalZoom. Okay, so lastly, before we end the video here, I just wanted to go over a couple frequently asked questions that LegalZoom has on their website. A couple of these we already covered, but let's just go over them briefly. The first one is why to file a provisional patent. We talked a little bit about that earlier. It's to protect your idea for that first year before you file your full patent. Then it asks about all the info that you need for your provisional patent, which we just went through in that application. You can see them all listed here. Another question that's asked about the provisional patent is how long you have to work on it, and it's a full 12 months. This is a good one that we didn't really cover. Can you file a provisional application for a design patent? And the answer is no, this is just for utility patents. And the difference between the two is the utility patent protects how an invention works, and a design patent protects how a product looks. And some products might actually qualify for both. Okay, so that's everything we have for you for how to create your provisional patent application. We really love LegalZoom as a platform to do this, and we recommend it to all our friends. It's a super affordable rate. They have great customer service and legal counsel, and they're going to make sure that your patent is done correctly. So if you do choose to use LegalZoom with our link down below in the description, we will get a small referral fee at no additional cost to you. Just know that this helps us keep creating free content like this, and thank you so much in advance. This channel is really dedicated to providing business owners and entrepreneurs like yourself with free tutorials like this one. So if you got some value from this video today and you enjoyed it, please leave us a like and subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching. We wish you the best on your provisional patent journey, and we will see you in the next one.